Yeah. Back again. Hood Hierarchy Mobcast. It's me, Uncle Beats, in the street like white lines on the corner like a stop sign. Who I got with me today?
That's your boy Snap G, the world's
Okay.
most famous, well-known professional sucker ducker.
Woo, woo.
Hey, stop playing with me.
Hey, if you want us to be all right, hit that like. If you want us to survive, hit that subscribe. If you care, hit that share. And what you need to tell them, Snap? What you need to
Hey,
tell them?
I just told him stop playing with me, man.
Mm, there you go. Can't
Cause
get no,
you know
can't get no better.
they they put mud tracks on my carpet, man. You know what I'm saying? Stop playing with me, man. Wipe your feet, man. How many times I got to tell you, man? We're gonna get some security, man, at the door.
I think that'd be cool. Cause all they gotta do is just hit a like, man.
Man, just hit
Force
the
them to
like
hit the
button,
like.
man. You know? Cause like the stuff that we be talking about is juicy. You know what I'm talking about? Y'all know that shit.
Oh man,
Cut it out, man.
this episode today, right? We got a very important person on here, so I'm gonna let them see that title and let it marinate. Cause if you know your hip hop history, you should know this dude. And if you don't know your hip hop history, you finna learn some. Especially if you're from the great city of Chicago, Illinois. So it's really finna be some. But I want to ask you something. I seen something on the internet today, right? We're gonna do our question, our topic of the day first, so we start it. So, a while back, I seen something said take a 5,000. I think it was a 500,000 cash or a meeting with Jay Z, right? But that ain't what I want to ask you. The new one is trending. Somebody said $250 in food stamps or a meeting with Soulja Boy. Which would you take?
$250 in food stamps or a meeting with Soldier Boy.
Yeah.
Why they gotta do Soldier like that, man?
Hey man.
Now, it's the same thing with Jay-Z. Listen, it doesn't matter with me, no matter what y'all offering me. I don't want to have dinner with Jay-Z. I don't want to have dinner with no Soldier Boy. I don't care about none of that. But I will have dinner with Jay-Z and I will meet up with Soldier Boy, just depending on what type of business venture that I'm presenting to them or they're presenting to me. You know what I'm saying? It'll be a business, it'll be some business stuff, and then yes, I would love to have dinner with Jay-Z if we talking about a bag. Or Soldier Boy, we talking about a bag, but just to be kicking it on some fanboy stuff, nah, man. Nah, I'm straight.
Right. I see what you're saying. So you would turn down you would pass on the 500,000 and have the meeting with Jay Z.
So, hey, if Jay-Z want to have a meeting with me, if he giving me 500 racks to have a meeting with him, of course I'll have a meeting with him.
No. You get to choose between the two, either the 250 in Link, or the meeting with Soldier Boy, or the 500,000, or the meeting with Jay Z.
I'm gonna keep it all the way a buck with you. I'm gonna take the money.
Okay.
Now, Jay-Z, I can go up to Jay-Z, but what Jay-Z got to talk to me about? What do I got for Jay-Z that Jay-Z won't? For him to beat that 500,000.
I don't know. Maybe you might have I don't know, a podcast or something you want to tell them about that you might want to give them
What, sign a big
some money
contract?
behind it.
Nah, because I'm gonna take that 500,000, gonna do that.
Yeah, I would have to say I could turn that 500,000 into a lot more
All right,
without
then
the
you walk
help.
out of that meeting empty-handed.
I'll see Jay another
You
time.
just met Jay.
I'll see Jay another time.
And
Now,
then,
what
right, and
about
what I'm saying is this: like, it shouldn't even matter to you because you meet these type of people all the time, and you're walking out of the door, and you're not walking out the door with none of them folks with no 500,000. So
what
you know
what
what I'm talking about. Don't nobody
what
care
about
about none of that.
what about Soulja Boy though? Now, would you take the TC and food stamps, or would you do a business meeting with him?
I do a business
That's
meeting with them.
you know that's
I ain't
like having
losing nothing. I
500.
ain't losing nothing over no $250
You
food
know that's
stamps.
like
I ain't
having
want that no
500.
way.
You know that's like
Huh?
having 500 in cash though. You know that, right? The food stamps.
Yeah,
you,
yeah, you right, but you know what I'm saying? I'll take the business meeting.
nah, I take that. So I pass on them stamps, even though I would love to get some crab legs and different stuff.
Yeah.
But
I'm gonna take the business meeting, but why are we even talking about this anyway? It sounds crazy, man.
because
It's
that's what
unbelievable.
they talking
It's
about,
make believe,
dog.
but
That's
it's
what
make
they.
believe though. Ain't none of this gonna happen.
Hey man, that's what they talking about. And guess what else they finna be talking about after tonight?
What?
Whatever JD Walker talking about, because I know he finna set it off. So I'm just excited to have him here, man. So I'm gonna bring on uh Chicago veteran, Chicago legend, Chicago engineer pioneer is right here. JD Walker. Do y'all like? Come on, give us like some clapping noise or something. Oh, what's up? What's up with you, JD? What's up with you, man?
What's poppin', homie? What's happening, man? You know me working hard.
Good old. We got us a good old West Side original in the building. Snap.
Ooh, West Sinai, you did
West
it.
West
You
Side original.
there?
But
Yeah.
he he might be one of the originals. Snap. But the rules is the rules. We in the hood, man. We gotta screen
Hey,
them.
I'm gonna keep it 100, man. Being locked up in that county jail, boy, you run across all type of West Side individuals, man. And the way them niggas talk, you gonna get out of that jail talking like you from out west, cause it's gonna stick with you. All the slang, cause you in jail. You locked up with them every day, so you start the Joe. We wasn't really using Joe and Charlie and all that, man. We bought that from the jailhouse, man, and took it to the street, man. I'm telling you.
Charge.
What up, Charlie Wally? What's up, Joe? Now, Joe is probably the most popular word in Chicago right now today.
Straight from the West Side. Can't front of 'em.
Came from the West, man.
Oh
You know.
wait, hold on. I forgot to tell you. JD. Maybe because we hood, I forgot to tell you. We don't curse on here because I like to get
We
this on the
try not
radio.
to.
I like to get it on the radio. Now if we get the cursing, I can't get it on the radio. Then we don't smoke either because that's gonna mess us up. But and when I
I don't
say
like
the
that.
streets is checking in, I gotta shout out the streets. And right now the streets have checked in, and I got my boy Willie Reinhardt, better known as Chill. He say, my man JD Walker, tell him Chill said what's up.
Well, chill was popping.
that Chill, I got you coming on soon. I was just with Chill in Texas. He had some nice events going on. He got something I'm finna be asking you about. He working with Maverick too, but we still gotta screen him. Snap, go on the screen him, man. He gotta get screened for good, man. He
Man,
gotta get
they,
screened.
for those of them folks that's out there that don't know, just let them know, like, where you're from, the city you're from, hood, state, you
Right.
know. Let them know,
Well,
let them know where you're from, man.
well, it's
City,
like you
hood,
said,
you know.
like you said, Chicago all day long, mainly West Side, Fifth City representing Homer Jackson all day long, Chicago Avenue, L Town. Really, the West Side is one big old
Right.
clique. So really, West Side is all I gotta say is West Side.
Yeah,
Well, let me ask you
dang.
this. Let me ask you this. We all older now, so I want you to tell me when you was coming up around Fifth City, what was we don't say gangs. Shout out to the Chapman Fred. We say street tribes, right? What street tribes was in your area?
Man, it's already understood, man. Hey, Fifth City is unknown vice lords all day long, man. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like that's Fifth City history, you know what I'm saying? Uh black souls in the area too, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But Fifth City, when people say Fifth City, they basically they talking about the vice lords and unknowns through there really, you know.
What blocks was like what was like the boundary for Fifth City?
Set you apart,
Central Park.
kid to kids,
Okay.
you know, Congress, Madison, you know, that's basically Fifth City, you know, Providence St. Mail area, you know, all the way
That's
to Marshall, you know what I'm saying?
that's almost a whole city itself. that's that's
Yeah,
that, that's covering a lot of area.
yeah.
So when even we gonna talk about now, so it ain't even got to be back then. If somebody was in the shy and they wanted to get something to eat, what would you send them to?
You talking about anywhere in Chicago?
What would you send them to? You ain't gotta say Harold's because we know the South Side got the best chicken. We gonna leave Harold's out of this for once, okay?
It dep- um it depends on what you know. For to me personally, I ask them like, what kind of food you talking about? Then I know what direction to send you in. Like
let's just say soul food.
soul food. Hmm, man, that's a good question right there. But
Well, if you ain't
right
got one,
now,
just what
yep,
restaurant
right
would
now,
you?
you know, right now, you know, me personally, I haven't been eating from outside like big restaurants and stuff like that probably within the last 5 or 6 months. So I can't
Right.
really. I
Oh,
would.
so you would just have to cook for us, huh? Well, guess what, JD?
No,
I'm not gonna
I
let
got some.
I'm not gonna let you get off this
I know
interview
some
without
people I
saying
had
a
to ask
restaurant.
first. Uh,
I'm not I'm not letting you get off this interview without saying a restaurant. So, what should they grab besides Harold's, of course?
well, I, it's hot and it's popping as far as they just reopened back up not too long. I have to go right there on Madison Springfield Wiley's. It's Wiley's like a barbecue soul food joint called
Oh, I
Wiley's.
was in there.
It's popping.
Yeah,
That's popping.
you're right.
Hey,
You're
hey,
right.
do they still got Ronnie's downtown?
Ron, ain't that the steakhouse?
Yeah, Ronnie
You said,
Steakhouse.
oh,
I
you
don't
said
know, man. I'm
Ronnie's.
talking hood.
Oh, I don't. Like I said, especially far as I'm not the person to be asking about
I'm
the
talking hood.
the good restaurants to be eating all over through the city because I don't really be eating like that. But like I said, I know Wiley's
Oh no, they
was
they
popping
on
a
it.
while back, but then they opened back up. But even though they opened back up, I know it'd be always packed like a soup line out there. I just ain't ate there in a while.
Yeah, they are. There you go. And you took us right to the heart of the West Side too. See, that's what I like to hear. That's what I like to hear.
I'm gonna tell
So,
you, any of them little food shacks that you drive past, just make sure you're in the right neighborhood. You be
mhm.
good to go.
Yeah, you got to make sure. But you know what? I don't know. Maybe I was lucky or what, but I always loved the West Side, man. The West Side kind of didn't bother you if you was minding your business. The South Side, the East Side, even the North Side, they all just some gangbangers or something. I don't get it, man. West Side was put on
I
fair.
stayed on the west side, man. I stayed on Congress, right off the little highway. You know what I'm saying? It was the next
Right,
block off the little highway, whatever that shit was. Uh,
right. The ship,
and I stayed on Maple and Horn over there by the stadium, over there by where the Hornets was. I stayed over there.
yeah,
I was cool, you know.
yeah.
See, I was just in and out the house. I wasn't trying to do no hanging out. I go home, you know what I'm saying? And when I wake up
Yeah,
in the morning, I'm shooting back off to where I came from.
yeah, they
But
all
every
about
night I
money.
go home. So I wasn't in. I
The
was in and out. I wasn't trying to,
West Side was cool, man. So,
Yeah.
JD, I gotta ask you, how you get into the rapping, man?
Oh man, that's you gonna take me back 40 years, man. Uh
You still know. I know you know.
yeah, I mean, first of all, born in early 70s, so it's like
Right,
I actually came up into me when it come to hip hop. I say that was the perfect era because I came up in the break dance and pop locking
right,
era. So all of that extended into the rapping, you know what I'm saying? From the breaking, the dancing, and beatboxing and all that DJ and all that end up coming straight into the rapping. So as far as me started rapping, I was, man, probably talk about 12, 13 rapping, man.
what was the first what was like the first song that you heard that made you say like, oh man, I could do this?
Oh man, man, I can't remember actually the first song.
Right,
I can't. I could never act like I remember the first song, but I just know, you going so way back to the point where
right,
I know the people that was impressing me got to automatically go back to like Run DMC, Fat Boys,
there we go.
you know, you,
The
you know
golden
that
era.
that that era. That was the LL Cool J really made a major impact. But it's like uh,
Right,
Run DMC, Fat Boys, that era right there was like that's when I thought it was cool. And then LL just really stepped it up and made me be like, okay, that now I see where I can get in at. Because even though you know Run DMC then was major impactful, and Fat Boy then was too. It still was like entertaining to me to watch them do what they doing and stuff. But
right,
the way LL came, it brought a little hard. It stepped it up to a little harder rapping level, and that's what made
right.
me be like, you know what? If I did that, I'd have to come like that.
Okay. I definitely get it because I really
that's the
wasn't
gold.
excited.
That's the golden era.
I really wasn't excited by LL, but all the people,
LL was my favorite rapper.
all the people from the early set, it's like people got to understand in a way like LL, like our Chief Keef. Some dudes was like, man, LL, oh man, did you? Especially after he came out in Crush Groove and when Jam Master Jay didn't want him play as Busy was box everybody. Yeah, LL was like the
Yeah,
hardest out though. You know what I'm saying? You had Rakim, then LL just came out just
yeah.
he just
LL
all the
stepped
young
it up.
dudes could just relate to LL. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
LL stepped it up. LL
LL
stepped it
said,
up. He advanced the culture on a major level, man. I watched it.
Hey, Rakim though, the lyrics.
Rakim was
That
still
man
that
was before
OG
his
though,
time.
man. Rakim was already OG, man. LL came out, ugh. But so let me ask you this: when did you get in the studio? Like, what was your first song? Do you remember that?
Yeah, yeah. Man, my first song was a song called "Smooth Chili Illy." It was
Right.
It was called Smooth Chili Illy. It was a song. I made a song about a drink. I actually was making a response to Tone Low Funky Cold Medina, and
Oh, okay.
made a song called Smooth Chili Illy, and I made my first demo. At that time, I was living in Kingsley, Georgia area where I was going to high school, and
Okay.
and uh, and Jacksonville, Florida was like 45 minutes away from us. And one of the people I know down there put me up on the studio down there in Jacksonville, Florida, where it's a Florida group at that time that was big in Jacksonville, Florida at that time, called itself the Chill Deal. And
The
Chill
chill,
Deal,
the chill deal.
they end up changing their name to 95 South. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay.
And they producer was named CC Orange, and he recorded my first single demo, Smooth Chili. I think it was like $25 an hour.
Wow. And 95% South, they made that song Tootsie Roll, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
For the
yeah.
people who don't know. So so when did you get in the Chicago scene? Like when did you so you went to high school and down south, then you came back to the shop?
Yeah, yeah. My father being in the Navy and stuff like that,
Right.
we traveled and stuff, but it's like every summer y'all always was coming back to Chicago to like whatever I was doing, coming back to show my homies and friends, what I learned that year, or coming back to Chicago and learning what's new that year.
Right.
Always stay every year. I always stayed informed back and forth. It wasn't a summer that I didn't come back and forth, so I was
Right.
always in tune with what was going on. But when I got actually 90, when I got kicked out of college for fighting on a basketball scholarship, came back home and just got
Oh,
straight back into the.
you had a basketball scholarship?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I had a football and basketball scholarship, man.
I was about to
Started
say I
point
remember
guard.
you being a big dude when you was younger, but I guess that's athletic though. So yeah, so you had
No, I would. No, when I was young, I was never big.
but
The
when you
most
was
I
rapping, you
weighed.
were no good dude. When
Yes,
you was
well, I think I was because when I came from college and and did my slipping away, dropped my first single. Uh, I was like 190 pounds, between
well,
190 to two.
well, you know what? To a kid that's 100 pounds, I guess it looks big to me now that I'm thinking back on it. Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. I'll give you that. See, I didn't want to get into the fur coat and all that stuff. The finger waves and stuff. Yeah, I didn't want to get into the jump. I'm working up to that. So
No, I
okay.
didn't. No, you ain't working up to that. I ain't had a finger wave, but I know what you're talking about. The mean
Yeah,
coat. I had my
you
cousin
had
mean
some
coat.
hair though, right? What was it?
No,
Did
I
you?
ain't had. I ain't had no. No, I ain't had no. I had braid. I always had. Braid. You talking about when I had the mink and I did that amphitheater? I had braids.
Braids. Okay.
Yeah, I didn't get. I didn't rock the finger wave era.
Okay. It was.
Hey,
Go
hey,
ahead, snap.
beats,
Go ahead,
beat,
snap. Go ahead,
beat.
snap.
Hey, yeah,
Go
yeah.
ahead. This is his interview, not mine, snap. Go ahead, snap. What you want to say, snap? Go ahead. Hurry up, man, so I can get back to the interview. Go ahead, man. Go ahead.
Now I
Say
just
it.
want to ask him, like, when did the finger wave era play out?
80s, man.
All right, okay. Hey,
Now go ahead, snap. Say
I
it,
got
snap.
out of prison in 2000. Came across Beats in 2001. He pulled up on me. He like, "What's up, G?" And I'm looking like, no, because the
Butters,
dude I'm
butters.
looking
Okay,
at
man. Back to the
got a finger wave. He got a whole finger wave with like a little blue streak on it.
back to the.
With the streak.
Can,
He put the streak on it, bro.
can I get back to the man? Can I get back to the
Do
legend?
y'all remember when them dudes used to put the little, like
Can
the
I
vice
get
lord, they put the gold streak, you know what I'm saying, through the finger wave? Beats had the blue streak in it,
can can we get back to the legend, man?
and
Oh, hold on.
he was getting whipped up every week too.
I was on the west side.
That's
Right
why he bald head now.
on the west side,
Because them perms took his hair out, man.
right off of Roosevelt and Pulaski, for the record. But back
Go
to
ahead, man.
back to JD, man. So when did you tap into the Chicago rap scene?
Uh, I was always, like I said, when I was coming back and forth, even before school, I was always coming back. So, but at that time, it was just like in my hood. It was just like in the hood, like my homies and stuff I knew in the hood. Then I used to get in these gun shows and stuff like that in off Porsches in Pulaski. We had a club called Porsches on Pulaski to do how the gun shows. What gun shows?
Okay.
Porsches gave a lot of people they start over there. R. Kelly, You Mine, Casper did it, Casper Slide. All of them started it there in Porsches, man. And that was like a spot, the West Side famous spot. They took Bishop and Sebo and them, did all the
Right.
players ball and everything right there.
Right.
That was like if you was somebody on the West Side at, doing anything. If you wasn't in Porsches, you couldn't have never been the who's who of the West Side because that's was the biggest thing popping on the West Side, like 88, 89, 90 coming on up.
Okay, so how did you work your way up to performing at the amphitheater, which was a
Oh
big
man, that
crowd?
was and you talk that was years later. You talking about you got to be talking about 94.
Okay, like
You got to be
94.
talking about yeah, you got to be talking about up in 94 because like I said, I was on one of my homies. I was my 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 first album came out on Jam and G Records.
Okay.
My homie Jam and G, uh, one of my homies named Goo, Jam, he owned Jam and G Records, and he was
Oh, so Ghoul had a record label.
yeah, that was his first. I was the first artist. Yeah,
Oh,
I
that's amazing.
help him put it together. Help him put it together. Me and Gerard, Jerry, Adam, Derek Jones, other guys helped him put together. But I was the first one. He started. We started together on that path as far as
What year was that?
uh that was like 94. That's like
Okay.
because I remember I signed with him from 94 to 96. So I know that was 94 because I signed with him from 94 to 96. So
So was this your first project that you put out?
no, no, my first thing was my first single was Slipping Away that I put out and I actually recorded like in 92, but I put it out in like 93. I was dealing with uh uh I had a I had my street and radio promoter Deli
One and
Dale.
only Deli Dale.
That's my man Deli. I actually met I was living out west on Lockwood Division area. Had a record store called Soundtrack Records, and I had pressed up my own CD, my own single, and I was giving to George and Barney's all the stores on consignment. That's when we used to run around giving to on consignment. And one of the
Right.
dudes named Jimmy owned Soundtrack Records on Division, and
Right.
so he see me my music come selling a lot and see me coming in there restocking. He like, man, you got any management? I was like, no. He's like, man, you should let me manage you. And I kind of looked up to him because he was an older dude. He had the record store. Older dude stayed sharp and clean cut, and he was always straight up. And so through him, he ended up getting in touch with Deli,
What just
and
happened?
they ended up getting in touch with Deli, Gus Redman. Shout out to Gus Redman,
Gus.
and then
Shout out
Deli,
to Uncle Gus.
and then Deli ended up linking us to Pink House. And once we got to Pink House, it was 9:50 a.m. rap radio station. Once we got
Right.
there, it was the rap, you know.
Right. That's when I that's when I started getting aware of it was the radio. Then you opened up the concert at the amphitheater. Now once you opened the concert at the amphitheater, that's when I was like, oh man, look at this. Like this could really be something. They letting people because I think that first concert that you what was the first one you opened up? Do you remember who like was headlining with you
My first concert.
at the
Oh,
amphitheater?
Oh, you talking about the first one I did? The first one I did, the amphitheater. Yeah, I only did.
Yeah.
That's the only one I ever did at the amphitheater. But
Okay.
man, that was uh um shout out to shout out to Larry Hoover, man. Shout out to Miss Wendy. Shout out to Little Larry. Them was the people. Them was the people that invited us out there, man, to come and represent out there, man. So that was a lot of love coming from a guy who I always heard about and respected, but didn't know nothing about. And they some kind of way they reached out and got in touch with. Like I said, Goo. I was on Goo label.
Right.
One of the guys Goo was dealing with was Troy, King Troy. KT called him KT. He was,
Right.
I guess, he was locked up in there with Larry and Larry Hoover, and they through him they reached out to me and called me at the crib and told me about the thing they were doing with the 21st Century Vote and throwing the stuff at the amphitheater and asked me did I wanted to represent as far as not just the rapper but one of the lords from the West Side. So that was a privilege to me. So I just accepted it and I just went on out there.
A walking history book. You just a walking history book. So
Yeah.
so did you know that Snap?
What?
Did you know about that? Did I? Because you was at the concert. I don't know if you remember though.
I ain't. He said he only did the one that was
You
in
was there though,
'94,
because I was there.
and I
You
think
we
that
was
was
together.
the one that's
I know the
no
Ghetto Boys. I think Too Short was there. Ghetto Boys,
Top
Yeah.
Authority or
but
something like that was there.
It was
not that one.
you know what
This was Too
they might
Short.
they might have been, but I know for a fact Too Short, E40, Spice One,
Yeah,
um, the Brat, Luke,
the
Two Live
Brat.
Crew. Man, they threw the
I wasn't
biggest
there.
one.
I wasn't there.
Oh, you
Okay.
might. Well, you
The
might not have
last
been
one
at
I
that one.
went
It was
to
so
was in
many.
'93. I know that for a fact.
It was so many. But
I went to the one in '93. Oh, the DJ Quick one when they had DJ Quick there. I mean '92, and I went to the one in
well,
'93.
yeah, you
They
might
had
not have been there.
Red Man. They had Choice. Uh uh Spice One. He came a couple of times.
That's what
MCA,
I'm saying.
Easy
You
E,
you might have not you might have
Drayster.
not been at that one then. I thought you
No,
was
I
there.
wasn't at that one.
So Larry Hoover and them had you come out to perform for thousands of gangsters
Hey,
because that's all that was at that concert, and
hey, man.
that speaks volumes itself right there. See that
Hey, that
that's
was major.
the reason
Hey,
I'm
hey,
going in. Oh wait, he had to have
they
those,
they should this what they should have, even though it came from Larry.
right?
So you know you was gonna be straight regardless.
Right.
But still, they should award this man with the Gahunas of the year. I'm talking about some gold joints. So you can hang up on your, because even back then, like it was, but
Oh, oh.
he from out west though, so it
Well,
didn't even
that's a
matter,
good.
man. You
That's a
know,
good.
we wasn't
That's a good
nobody.
question you just asked. Now, what was it like? Cause see, I wish
Just
people.
reverse it. All you got to do is reverse it. If you know what I'm
What,
saying, one of the one of the chiefs of the fight invite you on the
but
west side to come
nah,
represent the GD. You know what I'm saying,
but
but
no,
you're gonna
I
be
want to know
performing
what
for a whole
how
lot
he
of
was.
lords.
I want to know how he was. I want to know how he was feeling about that though. Like, what was it like back then? Real as the streets was for you to be in there rapping for all them folks.
Hey, believe it or not, though, man. Um, I guess you can I at that time you probably could say I probably was too young or too I was wild myself, and I probably was too wild to know any better or too wild to have any kind of fear because it wasn't no kind of fear at all. That's one thing I could truly say because you know, coming from the West Side, and then you talking about them years, them my early golden years. Them was 19, 20, 21. Hey, I was so bucked that I didn't fear that kind of atmosphere. It really was like an honor to me because the way I was raised, I was looking at it like I'm carrying a torch for this team. It's like because the way they came to me, like we was trying to reach out and talk to a couple of couple of other little Vice Lord rappers from there. A lot of them didn't want to come because of that. So to me, I was looking at it like, man, this is major. And then, like I said, it came from who it came from, and I was
Right.
like, man, this is just a major move. I didn't think about what had happened or nothing like that. I was just thinking like, yo, this is a major move. Like, I got invited from somebody that I know how major he is. I know how much he respected. I know how much he loved. And then it's like I never really, me personally, all of my homies and friends I came up with, we never ever personally had any kind of animosity or grudge toward any kind of gangster disciples or GDs because we never fought them or nothing. We never
Right.
got into it with them about nothing. So to
Right.
me, I couldn't imagine, like I'm thinking to myself, man, I'm going around here worried about what they might do because I never had beef with them.
Right. Yeah. One of my homies.
If,
I know you. I
hey,
know you're right about the
if
Troy
somebody
thing.
would have even snarled at you the wrong way,
I would have
he'd
been
have
bad.
got pulled to the back room and
It would. It would have
he
been
would have
bad.
been unrecognizable
Hey,
the
listen,
next
hey,
time
listen,
you
hey,
saw
listen,
him. You believe
hey,
that?
listen. Hey, listen, I'm gonna tell you something though, and that's crazy you just said it because believe it or not, something like that happened there that night though, and it's
Oh.
real though. It's something like that happened that night. I remember. I remember. We had uh, first time I ever heard of him, first time I met Shorty G. I met Shorty G. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And Miss Wendy was like, she called Shorty G in the back. She said, this is gonna be your personal escort around the place." And Shorty G was our personal escort. But it was me. It was our whole record company, and Goob had a lot of his guys with him too. And I want to say it probably was maybe about I want to say it was maybe about 20 or 30 of us.
Oh, and for the record, Goop was definitely a factor on the West Side too. Keep going, though.
Yeah, oh yeah, that's my man. Joe, we still tight to this day. He doing some
Goop was
major
definitely
things.
a factor.
But
Right.
he had a couple of guys with us. So as we walking around the place, but on our way to the back, we going back before I get ready to perform. And now, mind you, before while we moved around, Miss Wendy let us know, like, listen, y'all, we already let everybody know y'all the guests of the old man's. So we respect who y'all is. Y'all can keep y'all hands to the left. Y'all ain't got to straighten up. Y'all ain't got to do none of that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So that's how we was. So on our way going to the back, I guess one of the guys that was with us, he was lagging. He was lagging. He wasn't close with us. He was lagging behind. And they mocked him up in there. They boop, 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 boop.
What?
Yeah, hey, listen. Hey, they give it to him real bad. And we got all the way to the back. We didn't know what was happening. We just
Right.
heard about a scuffle. And then minutes later, he ended up coming back. He ended up coming back there.
Whoa.
But, when Miss Wendy heard about it, he came back there and we told her what happened. When she heard about it, boy, she told Shorty G them, man, find out who that
That's the
was.
wrong one to tell.
Hey, they found that man, bro. I'm talking about, listen, and to anybody listening and anybody paying attention to this is the first time I've been anywhere in the world, in one place. It's 10,000 GDs in this building.
Mhm.
I ain't never seen that many gangs anywhere in one spot, all together. Got that whole place packed. It was a few stones and there's a few stones in there that was represented. But I'm saying now they was
Yeah,
this
it
when
was.
I this is when I really, because even from the west side, we never really, we didn't have no reason to go to the south side. We didn't go there a lot. You know,
Right.
wherever we went, we going to a store coming back, but we didn't have to really go out there to really know exactly what's going on. So that was my first time to actually realize on stage, I'm looking, saying to myself, I see why they running the south side. It's just
Right.
too many people, man. There's too many people. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, but anyway, back to the story. Like, they end up bringing that dude to finding out who it was, bringing that dude to the back. And Goo, Goo was real smooth and calm. He was, and
Right.
they found dude, and Miss Wynn was like, asked Goo, what do y'all want us to do with him? And Goo was like, nothing, man. We cool, nothing. We just gonna take that one. We ain't gonna worry about it. It's all good. We just gonna
Right.
take that one and leave. But like I was telling you, Beats, uh, I ended up found out later on through my other cousin that Murder was my cousin. Now, Murder was with organized crime, OCU.
Right.
Murder opened up for the GDs. He was
He
like one of
was.
the major GD rappers come from the South Side.
OCU had the first major video in the city. In the city, I'm
Yeah,
all that. It was all over the box, everything. And Murder
yeah.
One.
Murder
Shouts
was
out to
that
Murder.
dude.
He was one
I
of
just
Hey,
passed the
you know
Murder,
what
man.
though?
he one of the
I
first.
remember Murder One performing,
He always performed.
opening it up.
Yeah,
Well, if he always did, yeah.
He
yeah. He
had
always
a
did. He
he
always did.
actually
He was the
had a
man.
CD or a tape, whichever one it was back then.
They had
And then
Black
the
AG
inside,
too.
him and
Remember
Larry
Black
Hoover was
AG?
in the inside
The
together.
Black JG, my man. That was Black JG
Oh
was
yeah, Black AG man. He
yeah.
from my
Black
Yeah,
JG
yeah,
he
was
he
from my
smooth,
hood.
man.
But yeah,
But
Murder used
but
always
but I ended up
perform.
I ended up talking to Murder. I ended up talking to Murder. I ended up running to Murder years later, 2000 and something, when I was in Atlanta with Too Short, and I
Right,
met Murder because he was hanging with Too Short.
right.
But Murder was the first one to inform me. He said, even though y'all said y'all was good with that dude, they still got with that dude, right? For jumping on one of y'all, right?
they still they still gave him a tune up.
Hey,
And you had one of my future best friends with you, Cohart from Crucial Conflict.
Oh yeah, I had
Was with you.
I
Yeah.
had yeah, you know what? When I used to be performing around, when I was making a lot of little noise coming up, that's my cousin. I used to have Kohar was one of the coldest coming up that a lot of people slept on. So I used to tell Kohar to come out and introduce me, but
Right.
before he come and introduce me, kick one of his raps so everybody will know how cold he was before he introduced me. So that was something we used to do a lot. And Kohar was with us at that thing.
So it's fair to say you weren't surprised once Cohart became when we became in the music business.
No, hey, listen, man. Like I said, the West Side is kind of small. Everybody that came from the West Side, we seen them coming. You know what I'm saying? We seen them coming because,
Right.
like I said, everything tight knitted. And Kohar been around me. Kohar been around me since you know,
Right.
me, Kohar, my real close homie, Lil Tiller from Snipers, my little
Yes,
cousin
yes.
Peach out, the children of the ghetto. You know
Yes,
what I'm saying?
yes.
Do or die, and do or die. Below used to they always be in Porsches. So we always ran across each other, seeing each other all the time. That was like a normal thing. So we knew we was on as far as that.
So at that time frame, when was that when you was doing career criminal? That was like 95 or
Not,
around that same
94,
time.
career criminal when I signed with Google them. So but see, we dropped it in '94, but I was when I got with Google, like I was independent. My first label was called Forever High Records. That's when I put Slipping Away out when I was with Pink House and
Right.
working with the Deli Mill, and so I was independent, doing my own thing. So by the time I ran into Google and got him to help me and invest in me, I had already recorded it might have was if it was 13, 14 songs on that album, Goob might have recorded maybe 4 to 6 of them. I had like most of them already recorded and laid by myself because I've been messing with Soundmaster T. Shout out to Soundmaster T. I've been messing.
So
Soundmaster T is the
the
coldest super producer.
the
I've been dealing with
master,
Soundmaster T from
the
the
master,
'90s to right now to this day. I've
the
been dealing with
master.
Soundmaster T, and I don't go to
Yeah.
nobody else. You in Chicago or anywhere in the world trying to come to Chicago and dealing with anybody in Chicago, you ain't dealing with Soundmaster T. You playing games because ain't nobody got much experiences as far as production and music and got an ear for sound than Soundmaster T.
Well, I ain't gonna lie. You got to be able to get the soundmaster. Soundmaster be booked. Soundmaster.
He
Soundmaster
gonna
is
make some
sought
room.
out.
He gonna make some room for me. I just talked to him. I
All
call him. He
right,
gonna
you family. I mean, me too. But I'm just saying, Soundmaster is sought after, man. And if everybody put in, get focused like him, y'all could do it, man. Cause he the man. We gotta get Soundmaster on here. But
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah.
so I just said all that. I just want people to see how official you've been. So now let me ask you this: when they was signing out when they was handing out the deals, the Rapper got deals, and this and stuff, what was you at the time? When everybody was
Man,
going major,
I was the first one rapper like came to, man.
right?
Big
So
Chief Randall. Big Chief Randall from Rap a Lot. That he was the one handling everything for Rap a Lot.
right,
And I
shout out to
at
old
that time
Tony.
I slipping away was blowing up #1 in the rate. I just sold about 15,000 copies in the store. I
Right,
was making a lot of noise. And what they used to do, they used to come up. Everybody came in town and go to George's and ask George what's popping.
right,
And George was the one that told them, man, JD Walker making all the noise coming up out of here. So
right,
they called me, George them called me up there on Roosevelt. I rode up on Roosevelt and had a meeting with Big Chief myself. And he sat down and talked to me and told me what he was trying to do. And and I had a lot of respect about for Rap a Lot of the Ghetto Boys and the noise they was making back then. But I had a big at that time, even though I was kind of fresh as far as putting my music out, I already still had my own vision at that time. So, and my own vision was the reason I started rap. My own vision was, man, we Chicago, man, and we this a gangster city, man, and we got to lay our own foundation down and start our own thing, man. I can't sign with nobody and go sign with nobody and go to another city and represent for my city somewhere else. I got to
right,
stay here. That's the main reason I took the independent route. And to this day, I've been independent the whole route. And
right,
I don't knock nobody else for going the routes they took, but I told Do or Die and Cold Hard Crucial Conflict and Snipers and CLG. I told all of my guys before that, like, bro, let's stay independent, Joe. Let's stay independent. Because to me, coming from the street hustling, I knew the numbers. I knew the numbers
right,
game, just like
right,
hustling. I knew, at that time, Do or Die had sold 50,000 copies. A little bit after that, with that Pope Pep with Twister, and
right,
that was a single. That's a
right,
single of 50,000 copies. So I'm telling AK like basically to me, all y'all gotta do is drop the album because if you getting $1 or $2 off 50,000 singles, do
right,
50,000 times $10 or $12 off a CD.
right.
You ain't gonna
And
need nobody.
that was before Rap a Lot, right? That's before
Yeah,
they
yeah,
started. Right, right,
that was before Rap a Lot.
right. Yeah, you definitely stay underground doing your thing, and what I like moving ahead. Last time I seen you when we were Mystical, you straight up had shoes for sale, nice shoes though, and I'm like, man, this dude is not playing. So like, what other ventures are you into besides music?
Oh man, music is my world, man.
Yeah,
I just like I said, I'm still, it's the blessing, man, just to still be here and still pursuing a
right,
deep passion of mine. And to me, entertainment, fashion, shoes, and clothes, all that stuff go together. So to me,
right.
it only
I
made
agree.
sense for me to participate and be part of it. And when you coming from rest in peace, Young Dolph, man, one of the youngest guys in the game who I respect on a major level. When you got an independent mindset, you just everything you think about as far as entertainment that tie back into entertainment and fashion, you just be thinking like, I need to be part of that. So
Right,
I just figured like instead of me going out here putting on Louis and Gucci trying to represent for somebody else, let me get my own clothing line, or let's try to get somebody else rich and rock somebody else's shoes. Let me figure this shoe game out and try to get my own shoes, man. Even if I just do it for the fans and everybody in the world ain't supporting me, just doing it for the fans and the younger ones up under me to show them the independent game is really the game. And And I'm kind of glad I really stuck to that because that was in my heart. And when I look at the game now, seeing the game to see where the game at right now, it really solidified to me that I'm glad I stuck with it because now this is a true independent game. And I was just trying to capitalize off of it at a time where it wasn't really popular.
So what? Let them know what's the name of your latest shoes and the name of your apparel company.
Uh, oh man, well, I got a lot of pairs of shoes. Like, believe it or not, I got a lot of pairs of shoes I'm dealing with of made from Italy, Italian made shoes. Man, I found out Master P and Soulja Boy actually. I found out Soulja Boy got on it after me. And once I got to dealing with the company, I found out that that's who Master P went through to get they with his shoes too. And I
Oh,
didn't even
okay.
know that before. I didn't even know that before I did it. And once I did, I said, "Oh, okay." And then like my man Co, shout out to my man Co the Bad Black. Co,
Yo, the bad
Co.
black.
Soon as Soulja Boy got his pairs of shoes and got to bragging about it, CO sent me a screenshot and said, "Nigga, Soulja Boy trying to bite you, man. Trying to act like he the first rapper. Soulja Boy trying to bite you. Look at it, man. He got some shoes almost like us." I said, "Yeah, but them ugly shoes ain't nothing like mine, boy. Nigga, I
No,
design my own shoes and
you
all my
got
shoes
yours.
is hardcore."
You got yours. Hold on. Let me check in with the streets because I'm sorry, streets. I've been Hold on. We got Drama G. He said my guy J Dub Walker. Um Sadie L. Walker. What's up, Sadie? She said, tell these young kids how I used to be. My guy K Dub Bad Guy Arnold said, what up? Um, Chill said, yeah, we gonna get on that too. Chill said we got JD Walker releasing under Marvel Global Distribution. We gonna get to the music. I want to still talk about your clothes. Oh, Corey James, aka Cold Hard from Crucial Conflict, said my motherfucking cousin JD Walker. That's
Oh,
right.
what's up?
That's
Hitty and Yak, yeah. What's up,
that's my
boy? Happy birthday, cuz. Happy birthday,
that's
man.
my
It's Cold Hard
yeah. Happy
birthday.
birthday, man. That's my guy. I can't wait to get him on here. So
But yeah, but the clothing line called Bad Guy Apparel,
bag
BAG,
right
Bag Guy,
bag guy.
BAG. And our motto is I just want the bag, man. Everybody was saying that within the last 4 or 5 years, and it kind of stuck in my head. And then person I was paying attention to was 50 Cent. I always 50 Cent hear about or get up on something real catchy. He'll just get on top of trade marketing and making something out of it. So everybody was using that. And I said, you know what? Let me just jump on the trademark real quick. So I went and got a patent. I just want the bag trademark and name my company Bad Guy Apparel. You know what I'm saying?
So where can they find it if they want to get the
Badguyapparel.com. BAGGUY apparel.com. And then my Instagram, I got JD Walker Chicago Instagram, Facebook JD Walker Chicago. But Bad Guy Apparel got his own website, badguyapparel.com. And my first pair of shoes is the red and white ones. Everybody say it's almost like Jordans. The red patent leather with the black suede on there. They call bad. I named them after the company. They call Bad Guys, but the Z at the end, Bad Guys. My first pair about to be featured in a partnership magazine company for Vogue magazine. I got to shoot them the photos of it, and I'm gonna get that feature in there. But that's them the
amazing,
shoes right there. They kind of hot, and
amazing.
anybody want to check that out? Just hit me up on any of the sites.
Uh, man, you got so much going on, JD. Man, you just hustle like Russell, man. So what about the book? What's up with
Yeah.
that?
Oh man, hey, I bet a lot of people on here like, man, he playing games. Man, I wrote that book about 7, 8 years ago.
Right,
Got it typed out and everything, and never released it because I've
right.
been doing a lot of other ventures. I was managing. Oh, even though I've been working and doing my own personal stuff. I've been getting older throughout the years, 10 to 15 years. So I didn't want to. I didn't want to. I never been a selfish person, so I didn't never want to just keep staying on top of my own personal stuff. I wanted to stay relevant in the game, so I put my stuff to the side and start managing other little talent. I've been managing other talent and doing a lot of other stuff with a lot of other people,
Right.
and put myself to the side for a lot of years. And now I just got back on track and said, you know what? Everything I'm getting old. I'm holding on to a lot of songs and albums I ain't never put out. I said 2023 and on, man, I'm dropping everything I got.
Right.
Anybody that ain't up on me that don't know nothing about me, the work finna speak for itself. I'm dropping everything I got. It's
And you
albums
finna
and
drop the
mixtapes finna drop. They finna so much stuff finna drop. They just finna
right.
hear about it. People lining me up on podcasts and do interviews. You just finna start hearing JD Walker coming out the blue.
Right.
I've been underground for so long. They've been saying,
Right.
man, come above water, man. Get up and talk about it and speak on stuff, man, and let people know how it go. It's time to do it. And like I said, I'm getting old. I'm finna just give it to them.
What now? I met him through you, but I just love him to death, man. What's up with my nephew Woo the Scooter, man? What are you up to, man?
Hey, the hottest things in Chicago,
Man,
man.
man, that's
Hey,
he the
listen,
dude,
man.
man.
Hey,
He
listen,
is the
man.
dude.
Hey, I've been telling people, I've been hosting the mixtape, putting it. Hey, listen, this ain't no bragging because it's my cousin and I love him, man. I ain't just saying it for those
He the
reasons,
dude.
man. But listen here, if y'all ever get a chance to go on Facebook, uh, any of them kind of situations, that's somebody y'all need to actually check out
He
because he been
Springfield
doing this
Buddha.
shit.
He's Springfield Buddha on Facebook.
Yeah, hold on.
Yeah, you done froze up. You done froze up.
Okay, hold on one second. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. Hold down. Snap, you mooning us? Snap,
Yeah,
snap.
man.
If you're gonna put your drawers in the camera, man, they
My
need to
fault.
they need to be a certain color. Hold on. There you
Yeah,
go,
yeah.
JD.
Yeah,
There
that's
you
my
go,
bad, man. Some flashed by the screen, man, and
JD. Right.
I didn't shouldn't even touch it. I touched it and it
I'm
came on. But
we
yeah,
I mean we hood, man.
but Wooda, man, listen, man, I've been sending Wooda music to DJ Cutthroat them in Atlanta. A lot of different DJs. I host to make putting them around, but like I say, this ain't the not a lot. It's a lot of Chicago got a lot of cold talent up and coming, and
Man. Now Wood the
it's talking
truth,
about it's
man.
real serious, man. But I tell everybody, I'm serious about the rap game. I'm serious about the young artists. I've been
Right.
involved in their careers and really paying attention to the young Cino. Shout out to Cino, Sicko Mob, young
Sicko Mom.
hard bulldog coming up, man. It's a lot of hard ones coming, but I tell everybody, Woo the Scooter can get on a track and a song with any rapper in the game who think he the coldest. And I promise
Yeah,
you, Cuz gonna hold his own and set it up. Cuz gonna hold his own and set it up. And my money on Woo the Scooter. I'm letting you know
yeah,
right
man.
now.
I put the stamp on it. I just love, man. He come out to do a show. He bring his whole little crew. They just, man. I just mess with him, man. I love when I'm out west. I need anything. I call Wooda. He he's the epitome of the hood. See, people think when you say hood, you got to be like a gangster and all that. That ain't what I'm saying. If I want to know something that's going on out west, I'm calling Wooda. Where go get some food? Who got some weed? Who got the clothes? Who got Wooda know where everything pertaining to the hood is? I just love dude, man. Every time
Hey,
I see him,
and I told him this a couple of days ago, but I'm letting everybody know since you talking about him now. I got a mixtape. I got Woo the Scooter first mixtape in the works. My single dropping. My single dropping May 1st. Woo the Scooter first mixtape. Now you get it. Dropping May 1st. I told him I just called him up and say, "Cuz we've been holding on to music too long. You ain't got to do number six. Sit back. I'm dropping your mixtape the same day I drop mine. So be on the lookout for that
oh
Woo the
yeah,
Scooter. Now you get it."
he got to come on on to the hood and holler at us, man. Yeah, I got to hit him up. He got to come on.
Yes, sir.
So what's Maverick Distribution? What you doing with Chill? What you doing with that?
You know, me and Chill go back, man. Chill, super pioneer in his own right, man.
Yes,
Has
he
been
is.
putting in work, man, and he a blessed guy, man. Been around here paving the way, a lot of paved ways for a lot of people, man. That they don't give him a lot of recognition and credit for, but he a true guy, man. And he just told me that he just came across establishing this Maverick Global Distribution company, streaming company, just like all the other distribution companies. But they gonna revolutionize it because they finna help the artists get their music together, help the artists establish their credit, help the artists build up an opportunity to get money so they can start funding their own stuff. And
Right.
I was in the process of dropping my single on another site. I ain't gonna even mention the other site, but when he told me that, I said, you know, like I said, by me being independent, I got an independent frame of mind. To me, if I'm gonna do something, I got a homie that do if I'm gonna go spend my money doing something with somebody I don't know and I got a homie doing it, my money gonna go to my homie that's doing it. That's just how I
That's
look at it. So when he told me he was doing that, I said, man, I drop music on all them other people's stuff I don't know nothing about. I might as well drop. So soon he sent me the link. I uploaded. My stuff uploaded now. It's coming. It's dropping May 1st. It's gonna be
May
on all the
first.
streams. So that's what it is, man. Shout out to Chill, man. Come clean and that whole company over there, man. I wish them nothing but success over there, man.
Well, tell everybody what's the name of the project again, so we can be looking for it. We
Well,
got the
my
date.
single is my first single. I'm dropping two singles, but my first single is called "So Divine." It's a song for the grown and sexy. It's a mature, laid back song, man. Just
Okay.
some just something for the grown and sexy people that just want to lay back and smooth and chill. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, man, I still got the bogus banging in my heart, man. And I got another single dropping on like straight opposite of that climate, and it's called Shooters. Shooters. You know what I'm saying? And that's dropping too though. So you know, the record company bogus banging ENT. I'm still bogus banging, man. I still like that gangster, that gutter. You know what I'm
Well,
saying? And
since
that's
you
just how it is, man. So
since you
shout out
said
to
that,
everybody that's on that.
since you said that, right when I was finna let you go, you was almost to dinner or whatever you had to go do. Then you just had to keep talking. So now I have to ask you a couple questions that's been trending with us. What makes someone a gangster?
You talking about my opinion?
Your opinion. There's no wrong answer.
I just had a conversation with somebody about this. To me, a gangster is a person that establishes itself as being a man first.
Right.
That's something. If you want to consider yourself a man first, to me, I ain't gonna look at you like no gangster. Because if you a man first, that means you can move around. That means you can move around and deal with any man in any situation, no matter what's going on. You're gonna be able to
Right.
judge the situation fairly. You can move around and you ain't got no biased opinion about what somebody believes or what somebody think. That's a gangster to me.
There we go.
Being independent,
Now
being
I got
able to be independent, because you know you got a lot of people that can't be independent. They got to draw with a crowd. A person that's able to move independently by itself don't need everybody else. You know what I'm
okay.
saying?
I got
That's real.
another one.
I'm with that.
I,
That go right in. That go right in with that.
They go right into what you talking about.
Yeah, that go right in with that. I agree with that one.
I got another one for you. At what age does someone stop being considered a gangster? Is it an age limit to it?
Why?
Hey, hey,
Ain't no age limit to it, man.
hey. That's
Why? 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 That's a that's the core of a person lifestyle. That's the
right.
core of a person lifestyle.
That's the core of
People get gangster twisted with being a street punk.
it. Right.
What age do that stop? Yeah, I'm gonna say early 20s, maybe mid 20s. You know,
Right.
after you went to jail a few times. But gangster never stops, man. It being a street punk, yeah, That's what
Right.
people get mixed up, man.
Yes, sir. That's
Right.
right. That's right.
Never stop.
Yes,
Now let me
sir.
ask you this: does it stop if you become rich, so to say? You know, multimillionaire. Are you
That's
still a
going to
gang?
heighten it. My
You
bad.
say you say what?
That's
I'm
going to
right.
heighten it.
It's
Hey,
gonna heighten.
hey, listen, hey, bro, listen. The real, hey, listen. I just told you, man. First, if
Right.
anything can happen in your life that can alter the true core of who you is, you can
Right.
never represent gangster.
Right.
Money,
You would never that.
bros, anything. If anything can come and alter the core of what you really is, you can never be gangster.
Hey, you know what I see with some people, right? Now y'all from Chicago. I'm sure. Well, I know Snap have. I'm sure you'd have witnessed the same thing, right? I see like the legends from other places, and people look up to them because they were getting a lot of money. But I seen dudes in my neighborhood literally call the shots, and they didn't even have a card, but they still was that gangster. And I don't care, and I don't mean gang. I don't mean GD when I say gangster.
Yeah, they ain't have a
The-
card. That's only because of
no,
those
because they
type
didn't
of
have no money.
individuals
They
have
didn't have a
personal
card because they didn't have
vices.
no money. But they still was the.
Yeah, they ain't
They'd
had
still
no
be the
money.
general
Be-
or the elite
Listen,
or
bro, they didn't have no money because they had personal vices. Now, if they got some authority, you could believe me, especially back in the days, the mob probably done hit him a few times. He just didn't do right with it.
That's right.
See what I'm saying?
yeah, yeah,
He
yeah.
didn't do
But
right with it. If he walking down the street and he got
hey,
15 dudes
snap,
behind him
snap,
ready to listen to
snap.
everything he's
You was
got
one
to
of the
say,
gang leaders in the
why is you
neighborhood. Was
even
you
broke?
rich? Was you rich? Was you rich?
Who, me?
Yeah, answer the question. Was you rich?
No, no.
Everybody that had rank was not rich.
No, 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 no,
We're
bro.
gonna
Don't
keep
get it
me out of
twisted.
this though. No,
No, let's check this out. Check this out. I had a little rank, but the little
what?
rank I had,
I'm listening to
I
you.
was being told to do something, and I had to relay it to a bunch of other people.
But that
Chain
everybody that had
reaction.
a,
But
everybody
I've
got to
seen
answer to
dudes that
somebody
you're
that got
talking
some.
about that is the man.
Right.
It ain't got nothing.
This is what I'm saying. This is what
A
I'm
lot
saying.
of them.
A lot of them had rank because they was gangsters, not because they had money. I seen people who
Yeah.
definitely, I think people definitely violate dudes that had that could buy them.
Want
Bottom
me to tell
line,
you why, Beats? Want me to tell you why they gave them rank because they was gangsters? Just because they gangsters, you know what I'm saying? And hold on, people get gangsters mixed up too. Just because you a GD don't make you a gangster. Now
I'm
well,
not
let's
gonna
move
say it's
along.
that. Yeah, I'm not saying it's that.
Just because this individual is a gangster, they feel that the multitude will listen to these guys.
I agree.
They probably ain't
I
gonna
agree.
listen to little old me. I got the bread. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I'm the rich dude. Feel what I'm saying? So I'm gonna get me a gangster to stand in front of me.
that's what I'm saying. I'm just saying when they talk about some of these legends in other cities, they have money. Who can't buy a team? I seen dudes. I mean, I know dudes that's in prison right now for the rest of their life and probably never had over $10,000 in their hands for handling business that somebody told them to do. You know what I'm saying? It's just to me, just in these other places, the only reason these people were a factor because they had the money. They didn't have the power. I seen people with no money have the power, and that's the only thing I respect about Chicago that makes Chicago different than me than a lot of places. That's all I'm saying.
Right,
You know what I'm saying?
right. You ain't gotta have no money to have power.
Well, I don't know about now. Now it's a whole nother.
Man,
It's a
even
whole nother
today,
thing
all
now.
you gotta do is go out there and outdo everybody, and everybody gonna look at you like you big man.
Yeah, nowadays all you gotta do is tell somebody, "Here's $50. Now bring me 40 back, but I want his head busted. And nowadays,
No,
money,
bro. What you
they'll
got to
do
do,
anything for some
the
money
only way
nowadays.
these little dudes going to respect you is if you out there doing what they doing. If you not doing what they doing, they don't care about what you done in the 90s. That don't
Oh, they
mean
don't
nothing
care
to
about
them.
what you done
Just
last
like,
week.
hold on, just like we didn't care about what niggas was doing in the 80s.
Well,
I don't care what you was doing in the 80s, boy. You better get on.
because just
They
like
feel
this,
even worse about that. You
just
got to
like
get out
this,
there, which would be foolish for people like us,
just,
but you got to get out there and do what
but
they do.
but guess
And if
what?
you outdoing, I know somebody like that. And if you outdoing them, they gonna treat you like chief.
But guess what though? Guess what? That's why I wanted somebody like JD Walker on here. Because they gonna be able to go on YouTube and pull up his music, see what his mind state was back then when he was a younger cat, and then they can see that it ain't about nothing what they doing. You know what I'm saying? It's about being independent. That's why I'm glad you came through and you told everybody what it's like being independent and getting the distribution and your other avenues. Because to me, success story. Because you ain't in the penitentiary, you're alive, and you ain't begging nobody for nothing. You got product. You know what I'm saying? You got product, and
That's the
that's what it's
key.
about. Having
That's the
having
key.
product.
Having
Yeah.
product.
It ain't about calling somebody, man. You got $100. How about, hey man, buy a pair of these shoes for me for $200. I'm not begging you for nothing. I got product. You know what I'm saying? Buy this
Right.
shirt.
Five
Download
hundred.
this music. You know what I'm saying? You
He
are
say,
you
he
are
say, hold on. He say, hold on, bees. Don't do that. Don't $100. What you talking about?
You
well,
can't
no,
get
no,
200.
no,
200
no,
ain't
no,
gonna get you one pair.
no, 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 no. I'm
I
just
know what
giving.
you're saying. I'm just why I
I'm
just
just
threw the
giving.
five up.
look at JD say, my my bad, y'all. I didn't want to put your prices out there yet, JD. But if you want to, you can tell them what to come. I was gonna let them go to the
Hey,
website.
all of them different prices, but you know what? You can expect to come on with the 4 500. 4 500 get you one of them pairs. So I got some nice player shoes, some slides for like 375. But the leather pairs of J's, different styles with the snakeskin or the leather or pythons or whatever, they gonna be 4 500. Matter of fact, I'm glad we speaking that up because we live on here. Because guess what? Like you said last time I see you at the musical concert, you said, "Bro, I got to get me a pair of them, man. I'm
I got
waiting on you."
I got to get a
Yeah,
pair.
B.
I got 500 to spare on a fresh pair. You know what I'm saying? I got to, you
That's
know,
what's up.
it's
That's
tax
what's up.
time. It's
That's what.
tax time.
That's
It's
what's
the,
up, bro.
it's
That's what's
How
up.
many kids she got, B? She got 5 kids?
well, you know, I think it's only right that you
I'm just
deal with a
messing with you
woman
because of the little song you
that
made,
have
man. That's
children
all.
and you get reimbursed that tax time. Okay, man, for this knowledge and wisdom. So yeah, bad guys. You know what? You know what? You know what we gonna do, Snap? We're gonna give away. We're gonna get a pair of bad guys, and we're gonna put some type of raffle together. We're gonna give the pair away. Then I get their size. We're buying from JD. That's how we finna. We're not only gonna buy a pair. We're gonna promote bad guys
That's what I'm
That's
talking
what's up.
about.
because I mess
That's what
with the
I'm
brother.
talking. That's what I'm talking about,
I
man.
mess
That's
I mess with the legend. We gonna put something together where
yes, sir. Yes,
yeah,
sir.
I mess with you, man. I definitely appreciate you. And since you made me guaranteed that I'm gonna spend $500 with you, I'm gonna get you up off of here. So, so, no, man, number love though, brother. What else did you? Any last thing you need to tell him? Oh, hold on, before you do that, I gotta check in with the streets one more time before we go. Hold on,
Yes, sir.
hold on. My boy Daryl Sturgis, he in the building. Number love, D. You know we got none love for you, D. D actually who put me on the line with JD Walker. I was like, oh man, we gotta get JD Walker on immediately. I'm not waiting the next week. Um, Chill, salute to you for checking in. Young Rico V, got to get you on, brother. Larry Smith said, JD was in rotation back in the day. My 45. Shuts out.
That's shout out, shout out.
Jojo Jose Martinez, what's up, nephew? Good PR. Drumandry, appreciate you for checking in. Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan. We really got to get on here. This dude has every single CD that ever came out in Chicago.
Shout out to
Every,
Michael Jordan, man. Michael Jordan
every
sent me
single
some
CD.
of my stuff. Hey, he the man. That's the
He
archive
did
man there.
he did the same to me. Showed me my stuff selling online for $500 and stuff like that. I'm like, what? Michael Jordan is the man, y'all. For real, real talk. But any last words, JD, you gotta tell everybody?
Yeah, man. Uh, I'm working on a magazine that'll probably be coming out in a couple months. I'm gonna put you up on that when we get off beach, but it's called the Chicago Fire, and I'm talking about
Okay.
everything that's fire in Chicago. It's called the Chicago Fire. I'm working on it. It's in the works right this minute. And besides that, I want to shout out to all my love and supporters, man, all over the place, man, especially down there, all the guys in Memphis and Minnesota and Atlanta, man. I got a lot of love in them areas, man, and I stay in tune with them now in them areas, man. And I just want to salute everybody that been rocking with me, supporting me, even supporting the clothes, even liking and sharing the information, man. You know what I'm saying? From Rockford to Freeport to Cali to New York, man. You know what I'm saying? Alaska to Texas, man. The whole globe, man. Much love, man. They even playing my stuff in Japan. So shout out to the
Hey,
true
hey,
supporters, man. Much love. Bad Guy
yeah,
Apparel, badguyapparel.com, man. JD Walker Chicago on the social media. Y'all be on the lookout. I'm coming.
y'all here. Follow JD Walker Chicago on everything. Y'all hit them likes, hit them shares. And you got anything to say, Snap, before we get up out of here, man?
Hey, I just want to tell the people, man, to stand still is to die. So keep it moving.
Keep it moving.
For real, for real.
Keep
Nice
it
meeting
moving.
you too, Snap, man. Just met you, but
Salute.
you know your shit, man. Nice meeting you, man. And thanks for having me, Beast, man. We gonna be rotate.
Oh man, we gonna do it again. Like I said, we finna do this bad guys giveaway, man. We finna even if I just get a bunch of shirts so we can do it get some apparel. We
Well,
gonna
we
have
definitely
about
gonna have to get some
we gonna put
shirts. You know
we
what I'm
gonna
saying? If
we gonna
if,
put
if
Hey,
we
yeah.
gonna help you out,
hey, listen.
them, them
When you get
shoes
them,
a little too rich for my
listen,
blood.
listen. Hey, listen, Beast. When you get them shoes, just send me you and his size shirts, and the shirt's gonna be on me.
Hey. Well, okay. I love that. I love that. Then man,
All right.
you still got the streets going crazy, man. Michael Jordan said, thanks checking in. JD the legend. What's up, family?
But
Jose Martinez said, I better win them kicks. Size 8. Uh, and he also said, you're a legend, man. I'm telling you. That's what it is. So we always end it like this, JD. What's your hood?
Fifth City to the world blow.
There you go.